And now, as we get started, we're going to start things off, as we always do, with a big mahalo to today's year-round partner sponsor, California Pizza Kitchen. They're doing a whole lot to help keep all of these virtual activities running and to help keep all of you healthy and fit during the COVID-19 pandemic. So now let's get ready for our squat challenge. And here to demonstrate our beautiful squats, we have Miss Diana Lowe.
Squats. We're going to start with our feet shoulder width apart, or maybe even a little further than that. The goal is to create a 90-degree angle at the knees. So what you really want to emphasize with your athletes is push your butt back, keeping your knees over your ankles and not letting your knees go beyond your toes. So this is the 90-degree angle we are looking for to count a good squat. You can leave your arms forward, you can leave it on your chest, some may leave behind your head. You want to keep your chest lifted and not falling onto your lap. Again, they're going to do this for 30 seconds, and we're going to see how many squats they can complete, how many proper squats they can complete. Okay.
Not a dress.
Awesome. Awesome. And now let's get ready for our warm-up. Be sure you have enough space to do both the squats and the full warm-up.
Okay, so now let's get warmed up for our fitness challenge. First thing are our washing machines. Put your arms out in front of your body, and we're going to twist side to side 10 times. And we're going to bring our shoulders perpendicular to our hips. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. All right, next, windmills. We'll stretch out our shoulder joint, and what we're going to do is be bringing our arms all the way up and back and being sure that our elbows reach our ears. So 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to want to do this 10 times. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Now the other arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. Next, we're going to do our lower body. So we're going to do flamingos, and we're going to want to bring our knees up and hold them one at a time while balancing on the other leg. This will stretch out kind of the back part of our butts. So bring your knee up and balance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome job. Now we're going to do the other side. Bring your knee up and then balance. And it might be hard, but try to keep it if you can. And if you can't, you're going to want to find a wall or something that you can lean on to help prop yourself up with one of your arms, all right? So bring your knee up and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome job. Next, we're going to do kind of the same thing, but by bringing our feet back and balancing. So grab your ankle and then balance and hold. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you should really feel this through the front of your leg. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome job. Now let's switch and do the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right. Now we're kind of all limbered up, and let's get into our fitness challenge.
Awesome. Now that we're all warmed up, let's get ready to do our squats. As always, I will give you a 3-second countdown to start and then a 3-second warning for when we finish. I want all of you to try to do as many squats as you can in 30 seconds, and we'll do that 3 times. Excuse me. So now let's get ready, and we'll start in 3, 2, 1, go. Awesome job. Come on, Christina. Come on, Miss Christina Ho. I know you can do these. I've seen you do them. Yeah. Way to go, Alice. Awesome form. Remember to tighten your core, everybody. You want this to be a full body workout if you can do it. Great job, Gilbert. Awesome. Okay. Keep going. Perfect form, Mr. Ian Kahalavite. All right, and we will end in 3, 2, 1. Stop. That was a great first round, everybody. Y'all did absolutely amazing. I am really impressed with a lot of the form I saw, not just because it was good, but because every single time we do this, y'all are getting better. I almost wish that this were one of our events for the Spring Fitness Classic, because I know all of you would crush it. All right, we'll get ready for round 2 in 3, 2, 1, go. Woo! Way to go, Ryan. All right. Awesome job, Teresa. Oh, phenomenal form. I believe that is Molokai representing there. Nice, Kyle. Good job. Okay, and we'll end this round in 3, 2, 1. Stop. Great job there at the end, Nicole. I absolutely love how all of you are taking my request to heart, and you are all going until I say stop. That is a great job, everybody. Keep going until the whistle blows, right? All right. Now, as we get ready for our final round, I want you all to keep in mind how well you did on the first 2 rounds, and I want all of you to do even better. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1, go. Awesome job, Kaylee. Woo! Awesome. Oh, way to go, Jeremy. Almost perfect form, Nicole. Everybody, all keeping your cores tight, your backs straight. Perfect. Awesome. Great, great job. And we're going to end this round in 3, 2, 1. Stop. Great job, Kailani. All right. How many of you did best on your first round? How many of you did the most sets on your second round? How many of you did the most sets on your last round? Awesome job, all of you. Big round of applause. You all did absolutely amazing. Now, before we jump into our health education session, I just want to throw out one more reminder to pretty please put your first and last names into the chat box if you can. That will help me keep attendance for these events. All right. Thank all of you so much. Y'all all did amazing for that. And next week, we will have all of you back here, same time, same place, Zoom, and we will be doing our planks.
All right, guys, our next event will be the forearm plank. We've got Diana is going to demo the forearm plank for us. So for the forearm plank, you're going to assume what's called a low or forearm plank, which includes both of the forearms and the hands or fists are in contact with the floor. You have an option of having the side of your forearms against the floor with fists, or you can actually turn your forearms so that they're facing down and the palm of your hand is touching the ground along with your fingers. Your feet have your balls of your feet or toes touching the ground. And for this event, no other body part can come into contact with the ground. Your elbows should be directly underneath your shoulders and your body should be straight. You want to engage your core, so contract your stomach muscles. You want to contract your glute muscles, and you want to relax your head and your neck in the
Awesome, 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 awesome. I hope all of you are really excited about doing those planks next week. And I just want to quickly remind all of you that we do have burpees in our Spring Fitness Classic. And so if you add some of these exercises together, you can kind of see that you get a burpee, right? And as always, if you have any health questions, bingo questions, which I encourage all of you to keep filling out. This is the last week of our last bingo card, and we will be posting another one next week. Or virtual and stay fit questions, please email me. Again, my name is Walker, as most of you know, and my email is ha@sohawaii.org. And we will see you all tomorrow for our very, very, very special workout with Chris Nikich. He is the Special Olympics athlete that completed a full Ironman last year in only 17 hours. That's a whole lot of work. It's a really, really, really hard event that most humans on the planet can't do. So it's amazing that he was able to do it. The ID for that is 815-3406-5939. And that's Wednesday, April 7th at 9 a.m. Remember, tomorrow, 9 a.m. Very special time for our very, very special guest. And now, let's jump into our quick little health education session. And today we're going to talk about fats. So what is fat? What are fats? Can any of you pop into the chat what you think fats are? Just type it through, press send, and I may give you a little shout out. Ooh, getting some great examples. Kyle's saying butter. Ian is saying something that is bad for you. We'll talk about that in a second. I like it though. And Gilbert is saying butter chocolate chip. Gilbert, that is very true. That is fatty. And Ho'opio saying fats are something that can't be healthy most of the time. All right. Well, let's see what all of your suggestions match up with. Okay. Like proteins and carbohydrates, fats are things called macronutrients. And that's just a fancy way of saying it's one of the building blocks of the food we eat, right? It's a type of nutrient that we eat. This means that they are essential for all living things. They are essential for us, and they are essential for us to not just be happy, healthy, and fit, but they are essential for us to exist. Our bodies actually need fat to work at all. And what that actually means as far as how our bodies function, how our bodies work, is that fats kind of get used to do a whole lot of different stuff in our bodies. And a couple quick examples of that. Our brains need fats. The neurons in our brains are actually made up of fats. That's really, really important to think about. So fats, actually, the right kinds of fats and the right levels of fat, because remember, too much of anything is bad and too little of anything can be bad, right? So the right types, the right amount of fats are actually helping to make us smarter, helping to make us think faster, and helping our entire nervous system function. Also, all of the hormones in our bodies, that means endorphins, that means testosterone, that means oxytocin, all of the chemicals in our bodies that help tell our bodies what to do are completely made up of fats. And if we didn't have the fats that we eat in our diets, we wouldn't have enough to make all of those hormones and to keep our brains running. However, as I said before, and as Ian hinted at, and as Ho'opio hinted at, not all fats are good for us. We have to keep these things in mind. There are things called good fats, and there are things called bad fats. Real quick, if you've heard of good fats and bad fats, can you say so in the chat box for me? All right, seems like a lot of you have heard of those good fats and bad fats. That's good, that's good. We'll jump into that a little bit further now. So this means that most of the fats that we eat, because remember, we absolutely need fats. Most of the fats that we eat should be good. And we need to treat bad fats just like treats, right? Bad fats should kind of be seen as desserts or as things that we get on special occasions. So what is a good fat? Do any of you have any ideas of what a good fat might be? Teresa says coconut milk. That's an interesting choice. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Ryan says a banana. Well, Ryan, bananas are very, very good for you, but they actually don't have any fat in them. Oh, Kyle says bacon. I don't think bacon's a very good fat. Let's go over our list. Good fats are, well, there are two types. We have unsaturated fats and omega-3 fatty acids. And unsaturated fats are found in a lot of different types of foods. And omega-3 fatty acids, I'm sure a lot of you have heard of things like fish oil. And we can find omega-3 fatty acids in like nuts and fish. And now we'll go a bit more in depth. Some examples, we have avocados, olive oil, fish, peanut butter and nuts, and tofu. Can anyone tell me one thing that all of these examples have in common? Are any of them man-made, or are all of these things pretty much natural? Good, yes, Ian, they are all healthy, and they are also all made naturally, right? They all come directly from a plant or an animal. They don't take any refining or cooking. And so now that we have an idea of what a good fat might be, let's see what a bad fat might be. Let's see about the fats that we need to avoid a little bit. There are two types of bad fats. Those are saturated fats and trans fats. How many of you have heard of saturated fats and trans fats? Oh, a lot of people haven't. Well, it's a good thing we're going over this. Let's jump into some examples. Saturated fats. We are supposed to use these sparingly. That means don't use them very often. Some examples are butter, any type of dairy fat. That means any type of fat that comes from milk, right? red meat fat. So any type of meat that is dark has animal fat in it, and animal fat is actually a saturated fat. And a really, really easy way to tell if something is a saturated fat, it's solid at room temperature. So if you can take something out of the fridge, if you can take a fat out of the fridge and put it on the counter and it doesn't melt, then it's a saturated fat. And then trans fats. Trans fats we should try to avoid at all costs. Trans fats are artificial. That means that they aren't natural. We have to make them. We have to refine other things to make them. That means that we take another product, we take another item or a food, and we turn it into a trans fat using science or a factory, something like that, right? Some examples of a trans fat: margarine. I don't know if you've ever heard of margarine, but if you bake, you probably have. Shortening, that's also very, very common in a lot of baking. French fries are a trans fat, and anything that is deep fried has at least some small amount of trans fat in it. All right, now that we've learned a little bit about fats, I hope you can take all of that and maybe make a slightly healthier dinner than you would have before. Thank all of you for coming today. I cannot wait to see you tomorrow morning for our special workout with Chris. And now please, 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 please enjoy your talk story time. And y'all have an amazing afternoon.